my thoughts, what I'm thinking. He knows everything, how I'm feeling. God knows me and you. Guess who? Guess who? Guess who? God knows my choices and my fears, 'cause he's always been here. God knows me and you. Guess who? Guess who? Guess who? God knows me, God knows you. God loves us so much, and he cares about us too. Guess who? Guess who? God knows my thoughts, what I'm thinking. He knows everything, how I'm feeling. God knows me and you. Guess who? Guess who? Guess who? God knows my choices and my fears, 'cause he's always been here. God knows me and you. Guess who? Guess who? Guess who? God knows me, God knows you. God loves us so much, and he cares about us too. Guess who? Guess who? God is greater than our hearts, and he knows all things. God is greater than our hearts, and he knows all things. God knows me, God knows you. God loves us so much, and he cares about us too. Guess who?
Oh, hi there. I'm so glad you're here at the Clubhouse. My name is Liam.
I'm Aria.
And I'm Mia. And we are
The Super Crew! And this is our amazing friend, Bark. Say hi, Bark.
We are playing a guessing game. In this game, we are trying to guess each other's thoughts, the things we are thinking about. Do you want to guess with us?
Yes!
Great! What do you think Aria is thinking about?
I'm thinking about one of my favorite toys. It's soft, fuzzy, and I love to give it a big hug. What do you think it is?
A teddy bear!
Oh, great job! Okay, it's Liam's turn.
Let me think of something. Okay, I'm thinking of a machine that can walk and move its arms. And it's also the name of a really fun dance move.
What do you think Liam is thinking about?
A robot!
Oh yeah, it's a robot. Nice job. Okay, Mia's turn.
Okay. What am I thinking about? I'm thinking about something fun that helps us get new super clues from our friends.
Eureka! The super box!
That's it! Nice job!
Wait, I think he means the real super box. Let's take a look.
Did you send us something super?
Yes! Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. Here at the Clubhouse, we help connect the super clue, the big deal, and the Bible. Today's big deal is Guess Who? God knows me and you.
Let's take a look together and see what's inside.
It's a light bulb. Sometimes when I'm reading one of my picture books, the characters have one of these over their heads when they have a great idea.
That's right, Liam. So, I wonder, how does a light bulb connect to Guess Who? God knows me and you. Can you wonder with us?
Oh, I think I got it. A light bulb is a way that you can show you have an idea or a thought.
That's right, Aria. Today's big deal is, guess who? God knows me and you. Just like a light bulb can show you having a thought, God knows everything about you, even your thoughts, the things you are thinking.
Now, be looking because you are going to see the super clue again. And when you see the super clue, here's what I want you to do. Since our super clue is a light bulb, I want you to make your best thinking face. You can tap your finger on your head like this. Now, can you try it with me? See the super clue? Make your thinking face. Great job.
Oh, I have an idea of where we can learn more about how God knows us. Let's look in the Bible.
Remember, the Bible is God's book.
The Bible is true and it's for you.
Today's Bible story comes from the book of Luke. Can you say Luke?
Luke. Great job. The Bible tells us that God knows everything about us. In today's Bible story, God's son, Jesus, told some people a special story to help them understand that God knows everything about us. He even knows our thoughts, the things we think about. Let's look at the Bible story together. The Pharisee and the tax collector. Jesus talked with a group of people who thought they were better than everyone else. He told them a story to teach them a lesson. Two men went to the temple, a special place to pray to God. One man was a Pharisee. Pharisees were religious leaders during Jesus' time who thought they were very important. The other man was a tax collector who knew he had made wrong choices and taken money that did not belong to him. The Pharisee stood and prayed to God in a way that showed how good he thought he already was, instead of how much he needed God. He said, "God, I thank you that I'm not like other people, even like this tax collector." He told God about all the good things he did, like fasting and giving offerings. But God knew his thoughts, what he was really thinking. The Pharisee thought he was more important and better than everyone else. The tax collector also prayed to God, but he stood off to the side with his eyes looking down. He knew he had made wrong choices, and he was sorry. He prayed, "God, have mercy on me, a sinner." His prayer showed that he knew how much he needed God. The men in Jesus' story prayed two very different prayers. Jesus explains that the tax collector went home forgiven because he knew he needed God to forgive him. God was not happy with the Pharisee because he thought he was better than other people. God knows both our thoughts and our actions. Jesus told the people that everyone who thinks they are better than others will be brought down, but everyone who thinks in the right way about themselves will be honored. Amazing! Jesus told a story about two men. One man thought he was important and better than everyone, but the other man knew he needed God.
And even though they were both talking to God, one of them really cared about God. We saw that God knows everything about us, even our thoughts, things that we are thinking.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, do you see something? It's our super clue. Do you remember what to do? Great job. A light bulb can help remind us that someone has a thought. So, next time you see a light bulb, you can remember that God knows you and he knows your thoughts. So,
We have learned God knows our thoughts, the things we are thinking about. He knows what we do and why we do what we do. God knows everything about me and you.
That is a big deal. Let's say our big deal together. I'll say it first, and then you say it after me. Guess who?
Guess who?
God knows me and you.
God knows me and you.
Great job!
God knows so much about me and you. He even knows what we think. I wonder what Bark is thinking about.
I think Bark is hungry. Thank you all for joining us at the Clubhouse. Say bye, Bark. Bye.
Hey friends! Let's learn a verse from the Bible that tells us that God knows everything about us. Remember, the Bible is God's book. The Bible is true, and it's for you. Now listen and watch it first as we learn it together. God is greater than our hearts, and He knows all things. 1 John 3:20b. I want everyone to stand up so we can say the Bible verse. I'll say it first, then you can repeat it after me. God is greater.
God is greater
Than our hearts,
than our hearts,
and He knows all things.
and He knows all things.
1 John 3:20b.
1 John 3:20b.
This verse tells us that God is better than anything. He also knows everything too. We know we can trust God in good times and in bad times because He knows everything. Let's say the verse again as you repeat it after me. God is greater
God is greater
than our hearts,
than our hearts,
and He knows all things.
and He knows all things.
1 John 3:20b.
1 John 3:20b.
Great job! God knows everything about us. Because He knows everything, we can trust what He says. Let's say it one more time all together, but this time with our outside voices. Ready? 1, 2, 3. God is greater than our hearts, and He knows all things. 1 John 3:20b. God knows us, and we can trust Him no matter what. See you next time.